You, the YouTube listeners, there's something I want to say this morning. It's something that I truly believe in. The thing is, we all can make a difference to better the lives of others. With this in mind, I decided to write this book, giving Obama a message of my views of 85 years experience. Being in the military intelligence for 3 years and studying military strategy with German generals, I learned a lot. And the most important is how to save the lives of the American soldier. I lost a brother in World War II, and I know the sadness that comes from losing somebody in your family. I don't want that to happen to anybody, to you. This way, in my book, I was able to get the message across to Obama because I think he cares. He hasn't involved American troops in action where they can be in harm's way. It's true that he sent 17,000 of our troops to Afghanistan. But Obama has been reading my book for 2 months, and he's already put into practice quite a few things from my book. And if you know what if you want to know what he's going to do next, read my book and see Obama follow what I have to say. I wrote an article in the Tampa Tribune, an open letter to President Obama. I'm going to read it so you can get the benefit of what I had to say. President Obama, do not listen to the idiots who urge you to put our ground troops in Afghanistan. Do you want to be known as a president who didn't learn the lessons of Vietnam? Do you want to be a John McCain that wanted our ground troops put in the Kosovo, but Bill Clinton was smart enough and wise enough to win that war without losing one single American because he knew what he was doing? He used our air power to smash the enemy's communication system that had direct linkage with the ground troops at the front. And that stopped they stopped the enemy from continuing with that war. And President Obama has taken over from what Bill Clinton has started. In my book, Obama, Are You Listening? I have a strategy I worked out with my background knowledge from the captured German generals during World War II. This strategy, if used by President Obama, will save the lives of many Americans. You, the listener to YouTube, write President Obama to pay close attention to my strategy on Afghanistan. We can solve the problems that the Afghanistan government is facing with the Taliban by following my strategy. Helicopter gunships, drone planes, and the Daisy Cutter bomb can solve that problem in Afghanistan without one single soldier from the United States getting killed. Read this strategy. I didn't write this book to waste time. I wrote it with the idea that I could give the president strategy that will save the lives of your sons. Do this for me and read my book. President Obama has done many things that I wrote about in my book. I'm going to name a few. One, read my chapter on stem cells. If you don't find something there that helped Obama decide federal funding for stem cells to save the lives of the sick and dying, you will see that he's following my advice. On abortion, there's many things the president can do, and one of the most important is the way we work adoptions in this country. Thousands of babies could have been saved by a woman decide to put her child up for adoption instead of putting it up for abortion. If only the president would make adoption a simple process by everybody that's looking to adopt a child. Why are people going to Ukraine and the Russian republics to adopt a baby? It's because our government has given frustration to the many Americans that want a child in their life with all the red tape. Write President Obama to read my book on abortion. Save the lives of even one child by your letters, and you will better the lives of others by what you do. Another chapter in my book has to do with the anti-ballistic missiles. When President Kennedy was president and the Russians placed missiles in Cuba, we almost went to war over that. So, my dear listeners to YouTube, you can make a difference to better the lives of all Americans in the whole world by your letters to Obama and telling him to read my chapter on our dealings with Russia. Why should we surround Russia with our missiles going to Poland, Czechoslovakia, and other countries that border Russia and antagonizing Russia? Russia doesn't know what we have in our mind. If we want to protect the United States, we have France, we have Germany, we have Italy to place our missiles, our defense missiles there. You, the readers of my book, and you, the people that are watching YouTube, get my book. Find out what the next move by President Obama will be, because he is following a lot of my chapters on my book. And as a word to end this interview, I am telling you something that I have learned. Powerful unknown sources are trying to stop our interview of my book because they don't want you, the reader, to know where President Obama is getting his ideas. If you want to know what the next move by President Obama is, read my book and find out. Find out if this is true. And thank you for listening.